I'm the rules girl, and this is Skulking, a trick-taking game full of battles and bets for 3 to 6 players. In Skulking, players are dealt a hand of cards and bid on how many tricks they think they'll win. Players only score points for taking the exact number of tricks they bid, and lose points if their bid is wrong. You win by having the highest score at the end of the 10th round. Each round, players are dealt a hand of cards equal to the number of the current round, and play the same number of tricks. After looking at their hands, players must bid the number of tricks they think they'll win. When the round ends, players who correctly predicted the number of tricks they won earn points, while everyone else loses points. At the start of a round, players are dealt their hand and examine it. Next, each player decides how many tricks they think they'll win during the round. When all players are ready, in unison, they pound the table and shout, "Yo-ho-ho!" revealing their bids with extended fingers on the third ho. Each player takes a bid card equal to their bid, and the player left of the dealer leads the first trick. There are 4 suits of cards valued 1 through 14. Yellow, green, and purple suits are typically used to lead a trick and determine the appropriate suit for that trick. Typically, if a trick is led with a yellow card, other players must also play yellow cards if they have them, with the player who plays the highest yellow card winning the trick. However, the black Jolly Roger suit is the trump suit and beats the other suits, regardless of their value. There are also 4 types of special cards, which can be played at any time during a round. Pirates beat any numbered card, including the Jolly Roger suit. They're of equal value to each other, with the first pirate played beating any subsequent pirates played in the same trick. Escape cards are the lowest value card, and ensure that you lose the trick. The Tigress can be played as either a pirate or an escape card. You must declare either pirate or escape as soon as she's played. And finally, the mighty Skull King is the highest ranked card in the game. He wins any trick and gains extra points if pirates are included in the trick he captures. The player who leads the trick picks the suit by playing any card from their hand. If they lead with a numbered card, all other players must play a card of the same suit or play a special card. If they don't have a card of the suit in play, they may play a card from a different suit of their choice. If the trick is led with a pirate card, players can play any card they'd like. Finally, if the trick is led with an escape card, the next numbered card played sets the suit. After all players have played a card, the player who played the highest value card wins the trick and gathers all played cards into a stack. The round continues until all cards have been played. Players tally the number of tricks they captured and compare them to their bid. If you bid 1 or more and won the exact number of tricks you bid, gain 20 points for each trick you won. However, if you won more or fewer tricks than you bid, you instead lose 10 points for each trick you were off. If you bid 0 and managed to avoid winning any tricks, multiply the round number by 10 and earn that many points. However, if you bid 0 and won any tricks, multiply the round number by 10 and lose that many points. Finally, if you got your bid correct, you also earn these bonus points if you won any tricks with these cards. Now, start the next round with the next player clockwise being the new dealer. Shuffle all the cards together, even those played last round, and deal new cards to each player equal to the number of the current round. The game continues until the end of the 10th round. The scorekeeper tallies players' final scores, and the player with the most points wins the game. Ready to play? Give each player a reference card and place the bid cards nearby. Shuffle the deck and deal 1 card to each player to start the first round. Choose a player to be the scorekeeper and give them the score sheet to record the bids. That's it. Let the battle commence. After playing the base game of Skulking a few times to learn the rules, you can add the Legendary expansion. Choose any of the new cards and rules you'd like to include before starting a game. Mermaids beat all numbered cards, but lose to all pirates, except for the Skull King, who they beat. If you capture the Skull King with a mermaid, you gain an additional 50 points. Loot cards are a special kind of escape card. The player who wins a loot card in a trick enters into an alliance with the person who played it. If they both bid correctly this round, they each earn 20 bonus points. The Kraken ruins the trick, and no one wins it. The player who would have won the trick leads the next one. The Legendary expansion also adds abilities for each pirate card. You may choose to use their ability only if you win the trick you play them in. Rosie Delaney allows you to choose who leads the next trick. Bahish the Bandit lets you draw 2 cards from the deck and discard any 2 from your hand face down. The Rascal of Roatan allows you to wager 10 or 20 points. At the end of the round, if your bid is correct, gain these points. Otherwise, lose them. Juanita Jade lets you look through the cards that were not dealt this round. And finally, Harry the Giant lets you increase or decrease your bid by 1. If you'd like, check out this section of the rulebook to see how you can modify the number of cards dealt each round to further customize the game. If you liked Skull King, you might also like The Bears and the Bees, a strategic tile-laying game, or Cover Your Assets, a fast-paced and competitive acquisition game, 2 more exciting titles from Grandpa Beck's Games. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking it and subscribing to the Dice Tower for rules explanations, reviews, and more.